Hello, YouTubers.
This is sort of like a question and answer sort
Well,
of thing. Hello, YouTubers.
We're dealing with a situation.
Yeah, we got a situation.
We got a situation. What's his name?
Roy D.
Roy
Mercer.
D. Mercer.
Yeah.
We got ourselves a situation.
We do. But yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, hey, you're dressed for it.
What?
You're dressed for the occasion. We're going to be talking Kubota.
Oh, this is just a coincidence. I didn't plan that.
Well, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, oh, that's my new jacket. Do you like it?
Well, what can I say? That's kind of a trick question. If I say yes, I like it, you're going to go out and buy more. If I say no, I don't like it, you're going to be mad because I said I didn't like it.
Well, then I'll have to get another one.
Anyway, folks, again, today we had another situation here. Just put a vehicle out. We said we better do up a video of this all by itself.
That's right.
Because it's a topic that deserves a video all by itself.
It does, yeah. It's unfair to be in the middle of a video and you can't really...
Yeah.
You miss it?
Yeah, and it's an ongoing problem that we're having with YouTube. But it's not only YouTube. It was when I was on the forums as well. You had a call today?
I did, yeah. A gentleman, he was trying to decide between two different tractors. Kubota, it was a Kubota. And he's been to his dealer, he's asked him questions. They've been unable to help him for I don't know whatever reason. And also he's tried the forums, and the forums didn't work for him either. But then he called you.
So he calls us, but we don't know him, right?
No, we don't know him. No, he said he was a YouTuber and he watched our channel.
Yeah. Well, the problem...
But he wanted your advice on what would be the best tractor for his needs.
See, the problem, we get a lot of questions like that, and we get a lot of calls to the shop because of that, you know, on that topic, and also technical topics and whatnot. And it's really, really, really disruptive. You know, like if we were retired and we were sitting home and we had nothing on the go, we'd love to do that.
Oh, it would be lovely. Because, I mean, they're really nice people. You love to help them. You love to have time to help them, but you don't.
Without a doubt. The problem is that I was on a job, and every time the phone rings, as you know, I'm on a job. Mm-hmm. Now, when I stop working on that job, the pay scale stops.
That's right.
It stops. It has to. You can't charge a customer for talking to a guy wherever about his tractor.
No.
And then there's the emails. There's so many emails. Now, the emails aren't so bad now since we took our email address off the...
And we took our website
we
down.
We even dropped our website, and the only reason why we took our website down, folks, was because of harassment of Kubota related questions. It was terrible, wasn't it?
Exactly, it was.
Yeah, it was borderline harassment. Just the other day when we did that, that eulogy, I guess you would call it, or tribute to Carrie Hubbard.
Yeah.
We had a guy come in and put this long question about his mower on his Kubota tractor. And I'm thinking,
yeah,
I can't believe this.
We couldn't believe it happened when we saw it.
I said, this guy just came in and poked a question in there and never even asked about Carrie, or never even looked at the video. Just posted this long question of why he can't get his mower on his tractor. And I said, you know what, it takes a lot for me not to reply to those sort of things, because, you know, I'm kind of in your face type of guy when it comes to that stuff. Mm-hmm. If people are not respectful, I don't like that.
No.
And
I did think he didn't look at the video.
He
turns out he didn't, because somebody had told him it was inappropriate.
Yep, somebody came in and said, you know what, are you kidding me? Yeah. You went and posted a question. Did you even see what this video was about? And later on he apologized.
No. But
by that time, it told me a lot about that person. That other person, first of all, when he asked the question, he said, I'm sorry to bother, he never said, I'm sorry to bother you, or I know that's not what your channel is about, but could you please help me? Nothing like that. Paul, I got trouble getting my mower on, is this and that, what's the problem?
Again, you always wonder, why do you think you work for Kubota?
Well, I don't know what they think. You know, like, folks, when we started this channel just to show you bits and pieces of what we do in our daily life. We don't show everything, but we show we show the lesser serious stuff. And we show, you know, like the leisurely stuff. Like out in the back running tractors and stuff, that's leisure for us.
Yeah,
Probably for a guy who got to crawl aboard a tractor on a farm, that's not leisure.
not.
That's his work. That's different.
That's our fun time.
But that's our fun time. I always said our backyard down in the back, that's our sandbox. That's what we enjoy playing in. And the tractors just happen to be part of that. I can remember back, well, when we had that opportunity to do the contract with Kubota, that was
3 years ago, 14.
2014. We had extensive talks with Kubota Canada. Well, actually, their advertising department. It started off to be much more than that, but it ended up being one big advertisement. But during that time, I had told the lady in advertising, because we were talking back and forth directly on the phone, and I had told her, I said, we have an issue, and it's your issue, not our issue. And she said, what's the issue? I said, we keep getting all of these technical questions and all these sales questions about Kubota. And she said, well, why are they asking you? I said, I have no idea. I certainly didn't invite it.
No.
But I said, you know, they feel, the opening of the email always says, look, you know, we watch your videos or we see you on the forums and we trust your opinion.
Yeah, and
So-
that's nice. We appreciate that.
Yeah, and that's really nice.
Yeah.
That's a vote of confidence. So, but these were coming in, like when the website was up and our email address was posted everywhere, we were getting literally 15 or 20 of these a day.
Yeah.
So
And she requested some of them.
well, yeah, she said, well, can you send some of them to me?
Yeah,
I
we
said,
did.
not a problem. So we kept sending them and sending them and sending them, and we never heard nothing of it after.
No.
Now, these weren't just from Canada. These were all over the U.S. as
Right.
well. So I had said to her, I said, look, Kubota Canada or Kubota USA need to have somebody in place to deal with this stuff. And she said, well, you know, we're into advertising. We have people. You know, I said, it's not working.
No. And you're two different things,
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah, because if it was working, we wouldn't be receiving any
Oh,
emails.
that's right.
So I told her of a situation that I discovered back in 2012 when we bought the Mustang.
Oh, yeah.
And we bought our Mustang. It was a special ordered Mustang. We had picked our own options, and there was a lot of other things that were put in the car that we had specifically asked for. And it was a bit of a tricky situation, and time went on, and the tsunami hit Japan, and there was components that came out of Japan that weren't going to be put in the car, and even the color
was changed.
the color, the electronics was going to be changed and stuff like that. So all of a sudden, I get this private message from this woman who works for Ford Motor Company.
She monitors the forum.
Yeah, and she said, Paul, I monitor the forum, and she said, I've been reading your topic.
And that's her job. That
And
was her
she,
media
yeah,
job.
she said, this is my job and this is what I want to do. And she said, this is what I do. And she said, if you have a problem, and she said, what I do is I monitor the forums. And she said, if I see a problem that needs some escalation, or she said needs some extra attention, she said, I'll contact the person in extreme cases like yours, and I'll ask you for your VIN number. I'll ask you who the selling dealer was. And then she said, I will talk to Ford themselves and find out what the problem is and how we can rectify it. So she said, usually we call that an escalation, and we'll give you a case number and everything like that. So I said, well, number one problem is our dealer don't know where our car is. So anyway, she said, well, hang on. She said, let me find out. And so she said, I'll be back to you in 24 hours. In 24 hours, she came back to me. She gave us the VIN number for the car that wasn't built yet.
No, that's right.
She said, here's the VIN number. Here's the day it's going to be started. The build is going to be started on this day, and it's going to be finished on the next day. And she said, I'll keep you informed when it's built. So
She
right
knew each step.
to the day she said it was going to be built, I got an email. She said, Paul, the car is built, but she said it's on ramp. I don't know what the number was.
51.
Yeah, ramp 51.
As we joked, it was area 51.
Yeah, we said it was area 51. She said, right now your car is built and it's going to be signed out and it's going to a Ford approved specialty shop. to have the other options that you want it done, put on. It's going to be done. It's going to take 2 days. Then it's going to be signed back on the truck, and it's going to be brought back, and it's going to be put back, and a final inspection is done. Then it's going to go on a rail bed, on a railway
That's right.
train. And she said then it's going to be shipped. And she could tell us during the week exactly where that car was,
Where the train was.
where the train was.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, boy, you know, she really, really made the purchase fun.
Because of, yeah, she knew it too.
Because she was there, and she followed through with her word. So that reminds me of this situation.
Yeah.
Kubota, you really need to get your arse in gear and do something about your issues, because you got them. You got potential customers calling strangers like us, asking us about your product.
Because they're not getting their answer from their dealer.
Seriously.
Right? They're not.
Yeah, they're
He's
not.
not. I asked him. I said, well, can't they tell you the difference between those two machines?
It's terrible. So, you know, I'm wondering if it's because complacency. They know they're going to sell so many tractors per year and they don't care. Or is it they don't feel the need? Well, when I mentioned this to the lady in advertising, this situation that I had with the Ford and the Ford rep, oh no, we don't need that. We can handle that. Look, you know, let's move on. It was so incidental. I'm thinking,
Yeah, you barely touched on it.
yes,
Yeah.
you know, this is crazy. This is something that really could really improve. Look, I used to work at a dealership, a local dealership, and we had problems in our service department. And I was part of the problem, I guess, because I was working in the service department. But I used to always say to myself, if I had the service manager's job, I could make some major changes. And we went, like, at the time from 62 or 64th place in customer satisfaction. In 3 months, we went to number 2 in Atlantic Canada when I took the job.
Yeah.
And GM said to me, "Can you do up a report on how you turned it around?" And I did. And of course, you know, we had a really good relationship with GM, and it worked out well. But I see a need for somebody, whether it's John up the road or Ralph or me or whoever, somebody needs to get in between Kubota and the customer and monitor the forms and find out where there's a problem and have the powers to be to go in and contact these people and say, look, instead of blabbermouting all this all over the forms, let's see if we can find a solution to this problem.
Right. Well, most of the times you probably could before it even had to go any further.
Yes, yeah,
You
because
can
if
answer the
somebody
question.
knows there's a liaison or somebody in place, they'll contact you and say, look, you know, I'm having this issue. The tractor is under warranty. Is there anything you can help me with? But that should only happen after you've talked to the dealership, say, 2 times.
That's right.
You know, then you go to somebody like me or whoever's who got this job, and then you do an escalation of the problem.
That's right.
And then I'll talk to the dealer, I'll talk to Kubota Canada, and I'll talk to the customer. And I have never seen a situation where that couldn't be solved and worked out and everybody walk away happy. I can remember having many problems with customers at GM that I inherited from the other manager.
Yeah, that's right.
And I remember my general manager coming to me one day and laughing, and I said, what are you laughing at? And he said, well, you know, we had these customers and they were irate, they were going out of their minds.
Yeah.
And he said, now they're coming in with a smile on their face. And he said, the guy that I'm having trouble with, his daughter's out buying a car now.
Oh, see? So,
It's-
all they want is someone to talk to
Yes,
about it.
somebody to
someone
listen. Folks, when you call the shop, look, I apologize for not being able to talk to you. But when I stopped working, I stopped getting paid. In the past, I made the mistake and I talked to as many people as I could about the product, and I tried to, and we sold thousands of units. Look,
Yeah.
the local owner told me himself, Paul, you sold more tractors for me than all our salesmen combined. And I'm sure I've done it not only Canada-wide, worldwide, because of our videos. There's no denying that. Everybody says it.
Right, but I just had a thought, who volunteers their time for people like that corporate?
Yeah, well, this is,
Any
they're a Fortune 500 company,
And you're supposed to
and
do
I'm
it.
supposed to do it for free.
Exactly.
So it's not going to happen.
I mean, individuals got to realize that and
But
understand.
like this, it's become really frustrating because this individual that called this afternoon said, look, can I call? Look, I know he's busy during the day. Can I call him after hours? All I need is 10 minutes. Look, nothing happens in 10 minutes. You can't make a cup of coffee in 10 minutes.
No.
So that's not going to happen.
No, you don't have the time, and he needs more time.
Yeah.
Right.
So my advice to people, look, that's out there. If you're not happy with the way you're being treated with your tractor that you have now, try to get hold of Kubota Canada somehow. They're not the easiest people to get hold of because they usually try to let their dealerships handle it. And this is where the problem is. There's a big gap between the dealership and the corporate level. Yeah, so I guess what it all boils down to is Kubota needs to put somebody in place to look after the problems that do exist.
That's right, and answer questions on people looking to purchase a machine.
Yes, yeah.
Right?
I mean,
That'd be
really.
helpful.
Or have somebody out there when there's a problem with a machine under warranty and the dealership can't fix it and refuses to fix it, and the customer's being confused and frustrated. They need somebody in place.
That's right.
So, folks, there's a couple of things that you should do. If you're at a dealership and they won't fix your problem or they can't seem to fix the problem, you should ask to talk to the district service manager. Talk to your district service manager and set up a meeting with him, and usually that'll help the situation. Dealership might not like it, but it's not up to the dealership to like it or not.
Nope.
The other thing that you should do is, instead of looking for people like us to answer your questions, you want to talk to your dealership about your questions. If they can't answer your questions, well, you need to move on to another dealership.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you're a customer, a potential customer going to buy a tractor and they can't answer your questions, they don't deserve your business,
No, true.
right?
Yeah, you can carry on.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So that's the problem. As you can see, we're busy here today. We've had 2 interruptions just doing this short little video. So we can't afford the time to talk to people on the phone. We would like to, but we can't do it if we're not getting paid to do it because we'll starve to death doing it. Kubota Canada is a Fortune 500 company, and if we have to sell tractors for them or try to deal with their customers, we should be getting paid for it. Other than that, we're not going at it. We've done it in the past. Those days are long gone. So what's going to happen now is we're going to do up this video. We're going to post it on YouTube. And every time somebody asks me a question personally about their tractors that's not related to the video that we're putting up, I'm going to just put that link for an answer. And that way you'll get the reason why I'm not answering questions, because nothing else is working for us. So with that, folks, I got to go. Phone's ringing. People are coming and going. And we'll see you in the next video. You guys take care.